Wendell Sailor here for another episode of Big Dell's Tips. And I've got to say it, as a Queenslander, I'm absolutely shattered and a little bit embarrassed. Getting beaten by 50 points by New South Wales, it was a one-horse race. So, as a Queenslander, I'm absolutely shattered. But well done to you filthy Blues. Well, what a game we have for you on Thursday night. The Broncos versus the Bunnies at Suncorp Stadium. Well, the Rabbitohs showed last week with a couple of their Origin players rested, they did the job against Newcastle. A really solid effort. Latrell Mitchell is back. He's playing some great football. We know that. Damien Cook, he'll be a mastermind around that middle ruck. And Jai Arrow and Cam Murray, you got the Origin back rowers there. But look, the Broncos, they need to find consistency. I look at their team, I see a guy like Carmichael Hunter, you're really going back. So they haven't backed their younger talent. Tyson Gamble's still there. This is going to be a tough game for the Broncos to win. Even though it's Suncorp, I look at these prices. The Broncos, $4.90. I can't believe that. That's a big price. They've never been that long. And Wayne Bennett, the great master coach, going back to the Bunnies, going back to Brisbane. And I think the Brisbane are going to be the Bunnies in this game. I look at that points, -17. I reckon that's your best bet for $1.70. Well, we have the Cowboys versus Sharks. Well, the Cowboys, they didn't get much of a treat last week watching the great Queensland team put on points. They've got some very good players in the side, but they're not connecting like they should. I look at the Sharks. The Sharks are playing some really good football on the back of guys like Sean Johnson and Matt Moylan. The new rules certainly suit them. Also, Ronaldo Mulatalo, he's one of my favourite players. He's a young, aggressive style of player, and I reckon the Origin will be out in the next couple of years. So, I'm looking at that side. Cohen Hess, very good player. He's got to stand up. If he wants an Origin jersey, his opportunity here to stand up and show Paul Green what he's got. The benches are evenly poised, but Queensland Country Bank Stadium, well, that's a hard place to win. And I reckon the Sharks have a chance here. The Cowboys are $1.66. The Sharks are $2.08. Where I see them going, Sharks, I think the Sharks can just win it off the bat. Don't take the fall, just take the win. $2.08, that's a good price. What a game we have for you Friday night. The Panthers versus the Roosters. Well, these are two class sides, and we know the Panthers what they can do. They got so much good talent, and you look at Brian Toto, they say when you play Origin football, you get bigger, stronger, and more confident. Brian Toto certainly did that last week. I look at players like Stephen Crichton, he'll get some confidence out of watching his boys playing the Origin. Kurt Capewell didn't have such a great Origin, but once again, I look at this Roosters side. This Roosters side stacked with potential. Tupou, Joseph Manu, Ikavalu, but in the forward pack, Angus Crichton, Javier Hargraves, they're going to be tough to beat. The benches are evenly matched. Where I see this going, the Panthers at $1.24, the Roosters $3.65. Where I see this going, take the Roosters take the Roosters with a 13.5 start for $1.75, and you'll go all right. Trust me. Well, what a game we have for you here up at McDonald Jones Stadium, Newcastle. We know the Novocastrians love their football. What two balanced sides they are, two greatly balanced sides. Look at those fullbacks. Reece Walsh, the new young gun, versus the master, Kalen Ponga. That will be a delight for the crowd. And look at the 5'8", mate, two very strong 5'8", two very young talented kids. But Mitchell Pearce and Kalen Ponga are the big ins for Newcastle. Saifidi brothers, they're working well together. And I look at that Warriors side. RTS. Mate, that's having a Ferrari on the wing. But Anthony, he's the big in for them, I think. Having him there is going to give them so much confidence. And, you have a look at the prices here. Knights $1.60, Warriors $2.35. I thought that should be evenly matched. Where I'd be going here, I'd give it to start for Newcastle Knights. -5.5 for $1.95. And I reckon it's an absolute cracking game. Well, this is what they call a local derby virtually. The Dragons versus the Raiders. The Raiders, last week, they flexed their muscle against the Broncos. The Broncos had no answer. The side's very well balanced here. Josh Papali'i, he'll be back on the Origin side, but I think it's their back row that's formidable. Corey Harawira-Naera, Elliot Whitehead, and Sutton. I think that's a class back row up against guys like Jackson Ford and that man Jack Bird. Matt Duffy needs to redeem himself after last week. That was very poor from him, and that's the real reason why I suppose they're happy to let him go. So I think Corey Norman, he needs to put his best foot forward here, because the Dragons are $2.05, the Raiders are $1.68. Where I see this being won is through the middle and on the edges. The Raiders should be given 1.5 start, and you'll get $1.58 for that. Well, I love this Saturday night football. The Storm versus the West Tigers. The West Tigers of late have been showing some form, but they still don't have the finishing touches. Guys like Moses Ombai and Luke Brooks, they need to get these young Tigers through. Their forward pack's not doing a bad job, but I need more from their forward pack. They've got to be more aggressive through their middle third, and that's not happening because guys like Christian Welsh, you guys got like Harry Grant, it's going to be tough to break them down. But once again, Nico Hines is playing some great football. Where I see this being won is obviously the Storm $1.06, West Tigers $7.30. And I'm looking at it now, and I'd give the 25 start for $1.97. That's how good I think the Storm are. The Storm are 30 points side better. Well, Sunday, what a game we have for you here at Bankwest Stadium. The mighty Eels versus the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs last week. It's been a bad week for me. My Broncos lost, Queensland lost, and obviously the Dragons lost. But this week, it's up to the Eels to put the Bulldogs to the sword. I look at that Eels side. It's a nicely balanced side. Blake Ferguson still can't make the side. But I look at their young forward pack. Joey Lussick, he's doing a good job there. Regan Campbell-Gillard, he's that guy. He's that big alpha male that you need to take him head on. With Jack Hetherington, he's a loose unit. Luke Thompson are playing a very good role. But that man last week, Jake Averillo, they've got to watch this young man. This young man has got skills, he's got speed, and also he's got composure. That's what they've missed. They shut that game out last week. You look at Parramatta Eels, they're $1.08. The Bulldogs, $6.50. Where my money is going, I reckon where it should be going, is minus the 22 for $1.93. That would be a good bet, and it'll be like candy from a baby. Well, we're looking at this game, the Titans versus Eagles. This should be highly entertaining. A lot of freakish talents all over the field. Travojevic, Saab, that man Jaden Campbell is playing some good football for the Titans. Cherry Evans, he's got to lead this Manly side. He's got to get them up, and he's got to make them go forward and be aggressive through their middle. Fudawaker, he's been playing some really good football, but he goes up against guys like Paseka and Marty Tapau. Where I see this game going? Well, it's a tough one because the Titans are playing some pretty ordinary football at the moment. The Seagulls, their timing has been good. Where I'm looking at this, I reckon minus the Seagulls for $1.76. I reckon that's a good price. And if you shut down Tommy Turbo, you're going a long way out winning the game. That's Big Dell's tips for round 15. We know the finals are coming up soon, so get on board the PNGBet Big Dell's tips. And if you get on board, you'll be making money. Peace out.